Previously on Soda City Living, we talked with etiquette instructor Kimmy Ellison about two different styles of dining, formal and informal. And today we focus on American versus continental. Check it out. Okay, so we talked about all of this, and you said we was coming back to this.
Okay,
What is
absolutely.
that?
Well, before we get that, let me ask you this. Have you ever seen this?
I have.
What is this?
I thought that was the same as that.
It is not.
But I definitely have seen this, the point and the curve. I have.
Right. This as well as this. This is a knife. This is a fish knife.
A fish knife.
Yeah, so when you have your fillet, this is used, the tip is used to kind of lift, it separates the skin from the fish. And so you turn up like this will separate it. Okay, and then you normally, whenever you have a fish knife, you also have a fish fork that comes with it as well. I don't have one with me, but there is a fish fork and it has a deeper indent in it, and that helps you separate the fish. Okay, this is what you call a cocktail fork. This is the only fork that is set to the left, to the right of the table setting. Okay, so it is actually, excuse me if you don't mind, it is set. A lot of people set it like that, but it's set right here.
Okay,
this is the only fork that is not set in the same place with the fork. Why it's like that, I don't know. We have not figured that out yet, but this is the only fork. And this is like when you want to eat like oysters, mussels, this is the fork that you would use. You do not use a salad fork.
Okay. This one.
You would use this fork.
You know how I would remember that? It looks like a triton. It looks like a triton. So that's an easy way to remember. Right. And you know what? Immediately when I saw that, I thought of crab legs. I was like, ooh, that looks like a crab leg fork.
Right. Okay. But you know, crab leg has its own utensil. But like, this one is for, don't you use this one?
I crab leg. I used to because my grandma had
I have
those.
to get my ruler.
Oh, so you use the ruler?
I do.
Oh, she's real, you all.
Oh, yeah. When I teach you how to walk into a room, I use a ruler. And I also use a book. I put books on my children's head so they can walk and they stand up straight when they're walking. We don't walk with our head down. Everyone needs to know that you're in the room. Oh. Yes. So that's how we. That's how
I need that real quick.
That's right.
Now she has me checking myself to make sure that I'm right. Awesome. Okay. Well, what else is there that we need to know with what we have here with the informal?
Well, of course, you know, with formal, and I apologize, I didn't mention this, but whenever, like I said, everything is served to you with formal, so you want to work your way inward. Okay, so when you work your way inward, once you're finished eating, everything will be taken from you. Versus on an informal, everything kind of sits there. You know, if you have noticed, sometimes you go in a restaurant, you're like, hey, can you come get this,
please?
Right. At a formal setting, everything is taken up before the next course comes out. Gotcha. So then it kind of, you know, once you're done with all of you, you will have nothing left but your dessert. Okay.
Awesome.
And also, just really quick, I want to show you how we actually use the silverware. It's good to know, right?
Yes.
But you need to know how to use it. Okay.
Absolutely.
So and then it's two types of eating. You have your American, you have your continental, or some people say European style. Okay, so if we're going to do that, either way, I'm gonna just grab this knife real quick.
Go ahead.
Whenever we hold the silverware, right? And you can actually try it too if you want to grab one.
Okay.
Just your dinner. You always want to hold. You don't want to do this. We don't want this like this.
Yeah.
It's always in the palm. Always in the palm. So you got to put this on the palm. There you go.
Okay.
You don't want to show it at the bottom.
Oh.
That's not proper.
Oh.
Right. And so what you want to do, continental style, right? You have your index finger on the back, and you always place down. You just like that, and then you cut like that. All right. Not a saw. We're not sawing. Just one. There you go. There you go. And once you do that, you can actually rest the knife.
On this, does it need to be on a certain?
Yeah, well, you actually rest it on the plate. Right,
okay,
you rest it on the plate, and then continental is always this way. It's always this way.
So is continental considered informal?
No, continental can be informal or formal. Yes.
Okay. So I'm thinking about continental breakfast. Not the same.
You ready to eat, right?
No, not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same.
So you want to go this way, right? Versus American, right? American, it's still the same order. We still cut the same, right? But American, we rest the knife, we switch hands.
I was gonna say because I was like something about this feels a little off. Right. My dominant hand is right.
Right. So then we switch hands and we eat up like that. Oh. That's American, and that's also something that I teach as well.
Awesome.
Okay. We switch hands, and then when you're doing this, your hand is not here. Your hand is here. We're never to see this hand, okay? So those are the two styles that I teach as well. And we go a little more in depth in the class, of course.
Now, let me ask you this. I've done this, but I'm not sure how correct I am. When it comes to like the smaller items or like dishes or peas or something, I always do down and I push up. Is that correct?
That is right.
Oh, thank
That's
goodness,
right.
because I went somewhere.
And that's actually with both. That's actually with continental as well, or European, if you will, and American. You still push up.
Okay, because my heart sank. I was like, please tell me I'm right, because I did that, and I don't want to be thinking about my embarrassment now. It'll be one of those things that kind of recur in my mind.
That's right.
Awesome, awesome. Is there anything else? Now, I got to remember how to put them back.
Okay. Knife is by the spoons.
Okay, so knife.
That's right. And how I teach that, right? How many letters are in knife?
5.
5.
Okay.
How many letters are in right?
And right depends which one.
Right.
Like you're writing with a pencil?
Right, like left, right.
5. Oh, right. R-I-G-H-T.
5. So
Yeah.
that goes on the right. Fork has 4 letters, left has 4 letters.
Okay.
And that's how I teach.
Okay, perfect.
That's exactly how I teach. Now, you mentioned this bowl.
Okay. I was several times because I'm like, what is it? What is it?
This bowl is called a finger bowl.
Oh.
This is a finger bowl. So it normally has water in it. Now, also in it, you will have, depending on the restaurant, like Ruth Chris, you go to, not Ruth Chris, I'm sorry, Ritz-Carlton, they would have a lemon on the inside. They have lemon or they have lavender flower, right? And so what this is for, because if we're being honest, right, you know how they say you can't eat, you're not supposed to eat with your fingers. Some things you have to eat with your fingers, like chicken. Okay, so if you're eating at a formal, you have like a chicken wing and waffles, for example, right? And you're eating with that, very small pieces though.
Very cute.
Once you are, very cute. Once you are done, before the dessert comes out, the waiter or waitress will bring you a finger bowl. So what you do is you just dip your finger in here, and if you have a lemon, the acidity from the lemon will clean it.
Yes.
Right? And then you would put your hand under the table and wipe it, because you know your napkin is already in your
Yes.
lap. Then you would wipe it, and then you would switch hands, do the same thing, and then you would wipe it, and then you would always place it to the left of the plate. Your server will then come pick this up, then they will bring your dessert. We don't do both hands. We don't do all that, because then you get to flip it.
Oh
know?
my goodness.
Right. And so that's when they bring this. You clean your hands, they take it away, then your dessert is served.
Awesome. So it's not soapy water. It's just a lemon. See, now, if I see a lemon in water, I don't want to say it because I have etiquette in class.
That's right. That's right. No. That's for the acidity
I was
to
like,
clean your
ooh,
hands.
they got the fancy water for us. But no, your water that you drink will be coming out of this pitcher.
And it will.
Okay,
And it
perfect.
will. And it
Awesome.
will.
I'm so glad you told us that, because now watch us and our viewers go places and we see that now. We'll know what to do.
Miss Kimmy told me.
Appreciate
That's
it.
right.
Appreciate
That's right.
it. Awesome. Well, Miss Kimmy, thank you so much for joining us today. Well, we are, how can our viewers get in touch with you?
They can actually give me a call if they would like to know more information on etiquette, the classes that I offer. My phone number is 803-795-8470. They can actually also go on my website. I wrote a children's book, so they would have to go to graciesmanners.com. And they can also book me that way as well. And the children's book, of course, that is on beginner manners as well. So.
I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. I have already learned so much in the couple of minutes that we've been here together than I've probably known in my entire life. So I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for joining us.
welcome.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.